Hello viewers, here is a Hunter humidifier, model 32500, the so-called carefree humidifier, low maintenance evaporative humidifier, and that's purely all marketing because anyone who has used one of these for any length of time would know that they all eventually get that slime on the inside, they get the sludge in the filter. There's no such thing as a carefree, low-maintenance evaporative humidifier. Just by design, by the way it works, they always get dirty. Anyways, this is a machine, or it's very similar to, if not identical to, the machine that my grandmother used to have in her bedroom years and years ago. I think they still have the machine somewhere, I don't know. But I wasn't actively looking for one of these, but I did remember seeing it around, and when it showed up, I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity to get it. So, let's see what it says here. I believe this is getting pretty old. I would suspect this was made in the early 2000s at most, as far as recently goes. Probably even maybe into the late 90s or the mid 90s. It says regulated release system to eliminate standing water. Regulated, jeez, I can't read tonight. Regulated release system to eliminate standing water while preventing mineral buildup on a paperwork filter. Nah, no, that doesn't prevent standing water, nor does it prevent mineral buildup. That's just not even logical. Why in the world would releasing water into the tank at a different flow change the amount of mineral buildup that's going to get in the filter? That's nonsensical. Okay, easy clean base. Rounded corners are easy to wipe dry. Okay, that's I could believe that. And all these other premium features. Adjustable humidistat maintains desired humidity level. Humidity light indicates when the desired humidity is reached. Grow rotates to adjust the airflow direction. Whisper quiet Hunter fan for durable, smooth operation. Automatic shut-off refill light signals when the humidity needs to be refilled. Kind of wish it didn't have that, because I like to run it after dumping the water out so it dries out, because I find that if it dries out every day or every couple days, that seems to help it not get so dirty, and that helps that sludge not to form in there. 2-speed on-off switch for comfort control. Airtight, tote away tank, balance free. Okay, large refill port for easy filling. And then it has some pictures here. Specially designed to simplify filling, balance to make carrying easier. Okay. 5-gallon output. I suspect that's over a period of 24 hours. Covers 12,000 square feet. So this really is a whole house model. Carefree humidified area, right. Important features, not premium, important features. Automatic shut off. Here we go. Energy savings and peace of mind. I'm not really sure how shutting off creates peace of mind, because if it runs out of water, then the fan just moves air. It's not hot, it's not an element getting hotter because of the water in it. Whisper quiet Hunter fan, designed by the fan experts. Yeah, it's got a run-of-the-mill shaded pull motor. I don't think that's really an expert design. Even when you're sleeping, it's quiet. I don't understand why even when you're sleeping is it quiet, because why would it be any more or less quiet if you were awake versus when you're sleeping? Okay. Automatic moisture regulation system prevents over modification. Huh? By adjusting the output to the moisture in the air? What? Prevents over modification by adjusting the output to the moisture in the air? What does that even mean? Okay. Requires fewer refills. Runs up to 29 hours before it needs filling. Okay. 5-year warranty, that's not bad. Made in the China. Filters made in USA, which is kind of interesting. And this says independent study of physicians conducted on 12/96, and that's copyright 99. So probably was some late 90s, maybe early 2000s, somewhere in there. And I guess this is the study they're talking about. Number 1 humidifier system preferred 10-1 by surveyed physicians. Well, now that we've looked at the box, which there's got some things that doesn't make sense on it, let's take a look at the next side of the box. Patented, my nose is getting dried out, so I gotta get this thing going. Patented humidifier design. Okay? Both the plastic parts and the paperwork filter have built-in antimicrobial properties to inhibit growth of bacteria, mold, and fungi that may affect these parts. In an independent laboratory test, the built-in antimicrobial properties was shown to inhibit the growth of bacteria on plastic parts and the paper wick filter. Asterisk, and how much you want to bet that asterisk says except when wet? This product contains antimicrobial properties which are built in to inhibit the growth of bacteria that may affect the plastic and the paper filter in the humidifier. These properties does not extend to the water, humidified air, or users. Conduct routine cleaning and maintenance based upon the use and individual conditions. So, like I said, if it's wet, it's still going to grow bacteria. I knew it. Okay. Regulated release system protects against standing water. By dispersing the water from the top, the carefree humidifier saturates the entire paper wick filter to eliminate stagnant water while preventing the buildup of mineral residue that can clog the filter and impede the performance. Special release valve. In total-away tank, automatic releases water as needed to eliminate standing water. That looks like the same thing that's in all the other tanks. Water flows from the top to saturate the entire paperwork filter, expediting moisture output and preventing mineral residue buildup. I don't understand why that prevents mineral buildup. Alright, I think we've done enough reading. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we have inside. There's some photographs up here at the top of the other products they produce, including but not limited to the infamous Hunter original ceiling fan, and an air filter, and a programmable thermostat. So this does look like it's new, unused. Let's take this thing out of the box here. I don't know if this is all the packaging would have come with originally, but this is what's left. There's a styrofoam fitting in there, and there's a plastic bag over the machine itself. I suspect the cord probably was in there at some point. Here's the machine. There's the fan blade, which kind of looks like an aerodynamic nightmare for something that's enclosed like that. If that was a free air blade, it probably would actually work quite well. Let's see, there's a straight up pole motor in there. The Carefree Humidifier Plus a bunch of baloney. Like the paper or the plastic film is still on there. This does actually seem like the center of gravity is proper, and this would be very easy to carry. Nice sturdy handle. That's a good size input. Seems to make a nice seal. Here's some informations. $1 not amps. Made in China, unfortunately. And maybe that's a date code there above where it says unfortunately made in China. Looks like it says 33302. Or maybe, nope, it says 30302. 30302. And it's model 34999, which is different than what it says on the box. So now we have conflicting informations. Now let's take this off of here and see what we have inside the machine. We have some dead bugs, which is kind of repulsive. I hate bugs so much. And we have, now see, they're saying rounded edges on here, and that's great because this is easy to wipe off. But what's not easy to wipe off is, like, you know, in between there and the, you know, this all along in there and all along here, because that's not rounded. So it's kind of baloney that they say that, because it's only accounting for a very small portion of the machine. Here's the filter. It does seem like it's unused. Or maybe maybe it was used like for a couple of hours. There seems to be some specks of dust here and there, but it definitely was not used for very long. The machine overall is quite clean. And these tabs feel like they're ready to break any soon. It's kind of difficult to get apart. Fortunately, that's not something you have to do very often. Appears to be like some clear material in there in certain parts. That's kind of weird. I don't know what that is. Anyways, that's that. Let's put this back together and then let's turn this thing on and make sure that it works. Here's the inside of the unit. Actually, that shaded pole motor is a pretty good size. Looks like it's more than an inch thick. And we got the pump down here at the bottom. And this is, I don't like this design because that pump is nearly impossible to clean. And that pipe looks, this hose looks like it's very clean. There's some kind of a filter up there that also looks clean. Can't imagine that filter would never get junky, but I'm sure they claim it doesn't, but I'm pretty confident that it does. This appears to be spring-loaded to pull up, which that doesn't make any sense. I don't quite understand how that's going to work. Perhaps it doesn't work. But let's find out. Okay, that's not how it goes. Put it together here. Okay. That's how it goes. And I'll remove this thing from the cord. And let's plug it in. And this does move so you can angle it a different direction. And actually it's got a pretty strong, pretty steep angle to that guard. Okay, high, refill, okay. I figured that would be saying that, but oh, I guess it does go down. So I gotta put something on there to make it stay on. Let's see, what can I put under there? How about a measuring tape? There we go, that'll work. It actually moves a decent amount of air, a lot more than I was expecting it to. And it's not too loud either. That's pretty loud, but that is moving a lot of air. It's somewhat out of balance. Actually, it's kind of quite out of balance. Bearings need to be oiled. Let's see how much air it moves when it's not being restricted by the filter. More, but actually not much more than I was not as much more as I was expecting. Alright, well that seems to work. Needs some servicing and cleaning before it's used. And I gotta see if these filters are even still available. I may have to get one that's a different size and cut it to fit. But I think this may take the place of the big Lasker one that I have, because that one, the noise is just borderline intolerable, and this is much quieter. So if this works as well, perhaps I'll use this instead, or at least maybe I could get through 2 or 3 months with this one, you know, until it gets really, really cold, and then switch over to the Lasker one when it gets really cold, you know, down into the 0 degrees and whatever at night, and heat's running, you know, almost continuously. Because for a while, like right now, it's getting down into the 30s or 40s at night, and it's relatively warm, you know, it's warm, but it gets 50, 60 degrees during the day, sun's there, and so the house kind of stays warm, the heat's not running too much. Actually right now I'm using that small Doracraft one, and that's being okay. That's keeping the humidity up where I want it to be. But that will not work, you know, in a month or two from now. So maybe this one will work for a while. Who knows? So we'll see how this works. I'm definitely going to use this and test it out and see what happens.